Kherson under fire. 15 are killed in the recently liberated Ukrainian city after Russia steps up its attacks.
A day of highs and lows at the FIFA World Cup. As Qatar is knocked out, England is left frustrated and Iran stuns Wales with 2 late goals.
Russian shelling has killed at least 15 civilians in the recently liberated Ukrainian city of Kherson, according to local officials. Euronews international correspondent Annalise Borges is in Kherson and sent us this report.
This is the site of the latest shelling here in Kherson. As you can see, a residential building in a residential area. Several people have been killed in Kherson over the last few days, and what residents here have been telling us, they didn't experience this kind of random shelling before. When Ukrainian troops were trying to retake Kherson, they say the strikes were more calculated. They only hit military targets. Right now, it's been happening pretty much all over the city. We've heard some workers here trying to repair the cables, even though there's no electricity in Kherson right now. There's no running water, there's no heating. As you can see, the crater here, this is where at least part of that artillery fell, and pretty much all windows on the other side of that residential building have also been blown up. People say that while they tried really hard to stay put here in Kherson during the days of the occupation, many saying that it was psychologically very difficult for them to do that, they say now things are getting even more difficult because the risk is much more real. As we record this, there are the sounds of explosions that keep roaring in Kherson. This is very much a city on the edge, and many of the residents here have been saying that they have no idea where to go to, but that they might have to leave.
Your children are heroes. It is normal that you see them as children. Don't believe what you see on the internet. This is in essence the message that Russian President Vladimir Putin conveyed to a group of mothers whose children are fighting in Ukraine. Ahead of Mother's Day this Sunday, Putin expressed his sympathy for those who have lost family members to the conflict.
I want you to know, I personally and the entire leadership of the country share this pain. We understand that nothing can replace the loss.
But the grassroots group, the Council of Mothers and Wives, have accused Putin of handpicking the women he met and avoiding those who dare challenge him. Mothers like Olga, who now have a son serving in the military, have demanded the Kremlin makes good on its promise to adequately train conscripts on the front.
We've been here in Moscow now for several days. We're demanding and we're trying in every possible way to engage in dialogue with the authorities, but that hasn't yet happened.
And yet it's images like these that soothe the hearts of many mothers in Russia. This is the homecoming of a group of soldiers who were captured by the Ukrainian army and then exchanged for other prisoners. However, many Russian and Ukrainian mothers will never see their sons alive again. There are estimated to be tens of thousands dead on both sides already, with no sign that the war will end anytime soon.
Senegal delivered what turned out to be the final blow to Qatar's World Cup campaign, as the African side beat the hosts by 3-1 in Doha. The elimination will surely be tough to take, as it comes less than a week after the tournament's opening game. Qatar's fate was sealed when the Netherlands drew 1-1 with Ecuador in the other Group A match. The result sees the Netherlands top the group, but stay level on points with the South Americans, who face Senegal in an all-or-nothing final game. In Group B, England could only manage a goalless draw after a lacklustre performance against a dogged USA side, who had the better of the chances at Al Bayt Stadium. Meanwhile, Iran saved the best till late in a heart-stopping victory against Wales. The Iranians broke Welsh hearts after finding the net twice, deep into injury time. The defeat means Wales will require a small miracle to have any chance of qualifying.